First thing I'm doing is just cutting everything up, getting everything ready. This is the calamari. This is half of the 1 pound package. So this came out of the freezer, and if you see a lot of liquid, that liquid is very important. You don't just drain this and discard the liquid, because if you smell it, the liquid smells like fish stock, which is only going to add to the flavor of the dish. Can you see how much there is there? That's all flavor. So I'll be cutting that up. I already cut the mushrooms up, put lemon juice in there, a couple of tablespoons, and that's it. And the onions and garlic are ready. That's going to be sauteed with the mushrooms, and a minute later I'm going to put in the calamari, and then we will continue, because the sauce, the tomato sauce, the vodka sauce is all ready. You have to use an excellent tomato sauce. The one I have is half fresh tomatoes and half Italian plum tomatoes from the can. And then I made a delicious sauce. But you use your favorite sauce, but don't use a plain looking tomato sauce. That has no flavor. The butter's in there, the onions. We're gonna just sweat this up for a couple of minutes. Notice I made a julienne onions, so the onions be wrapping itself around the pasta. I have two different type pastas. I'm not using spaghetti. I have the, oh, I forgot the name. I have fusilli and the campanelle, whatever it is. I don't need any salt as yet, because that calamari, experience tells you, it's loaded with salt. So we just put pepper or hot sauce. And since the pepper's in my hand, that's the pepper. That's about a half a tablespoon. And in a second, we're going to put the calamari in here, because it doesn't take long to cook. I only want the onions a little bit soft. Actually, it's a very simple procedure here. Saute the onions. Don't make them brown. Might as well look at the sauce over here. And here is the sauce. So that's being warm. And now this, what we're going to do is put the mushrooms. Now you know that's, what, 90% water? So that's going to come out. Moderate flame, and then in a few minutes we're going to add the calamari. Seems like a lot of mushroom, but you know they shrink an awful lot. And if you like mushrooms, don't be cheap with them. They make any dish taste great. In this way, you don't have to worry about a fish stock using those bottles of clam juice or getting fish stock from the fish man, because you have a vodka sauce. That makes it easier, because not all fish stocks are great, and that clam juice, even though I used it in a recipe, I don't really like it. But I don't have my own fish bones from my choice of fish, white fish. Now we're going to raise the flame. We're going to add the calamari. And then after a couple of minutes, we're going to take everything out of there except the liquid. And there's going to be liquid. Especially since I have all that liquid in here, which we're not putting it in there yet. Now I raise the flame, put it on high, because we want to get this done. Considering how much is in there, I'm going to put in a teaspoon of salt. Because, and I like to use this pink salt, if I can get it. So there's half. There's another half. That makes 1 teaspoon. I have to write that down. Now we know we don't like chewy calamari, and that usually happens when it's overcooked. Now we know it's going to simmer a little bit in the sauce later, so we're only going to cook it to a point where so keep a record of the timing that I'm using on sauteing this or steaming this or braising this. Of course, in about 1 more minute, this is coming out. Okay, now how is it going to come out? I'm going to get a large colander, which is already, like so, sitting in a large pan, and then letting it drain for maybe 10 minutes to get all the liquid out. And that's it. We're going to do that right now. While that's done, without the flame on till later, that was all the juice that came out of the calamari from the freezer, which is flavorful. There's the original juice that came off the calamari from the freezer, and this is after I drained the cooked items, mushroom, calamari, onion. So we're going to reduce this because the vodka sauce is a perfect consistency. So what would happen if you put this into that? It would be absolutely too thin. So when this gets down to the bottom, after reducing, I'm going to take a spatula and take all the tomato sauce and put it in here, because this pan has more flavor from the calamari than the tomato sauce does. And as we're still draining, yes we are, I'm having even more flavor going into that. So what I'm going to do next, I'll show you when I get down to the almost the very bottom when it's gone, what I'm going to do. We're going to finish it. Okay, that's reduced enough. Maybe 10 minutes. You see what's left in there? Just a coating. And it has a little body to it, see? So that's perfect. Now we go over here and take the tomato sauce. Grab it. And add, oh, I just shot that all over myself. It's a good thing I wear clothes that I could throw out when I cook, because I do make a mess of me. There, I got all of it out. Let's mix that up. The texture, the consistency is exactly what I want. You don't want too thick of a sauce, just so it clings to the pasta lightly. And don't forget to put salt in the water when you cook your pasta. Okay, let me taste that. The amount looks correct. I usually make too much sauce when I make a dish. This time I think I'm doing right. You never know. That tastes good. So now, before we eat, what I'm going to do, leave this like this, come back over here after we have, in about 20 minutes, the salad, and then right after that, I'll come over, turn this on, throw the calamari in there, the pasta will be ready, and that's it. Well, it's time. The pasta's been cooking for a few minutes, and now this is going in to the sauce with the parsley. I have the grated pecorino romano cheese already. Oh, this looks great. The consistency is exactly what I was looking for. This will be poured over the pasta. All I have to do is make this hot. So we'll put a cover on it. Nice tight cover. And the pasta is ready in 3 minutes. And this should be ready at the same time. Then we're going to put it in this bowl, take it outside, and eat on the deck. Very good. So should I shut the camera off right now so you don't watch this? It's only, and we're having corn with it, but the corn will be eaten after the pasta dish. And this is coming along very nice. I want to get one more taste. It's the same spoon I used before, but it's only me and my wife, so it doesn't matter. Ha ha ha. Oh, I like that. I like it better than the other calamari dish I made, because this has nice fresh tomato in that vodka sauce. And we are ready. We'll just leave this low because it's done. And I'll wait for the pasta, which is another 2 minutes. And then I'll show you the finished bowl after I put it together. Okay, I'm getting ready to put this together. And I'm draining the pasta. So that's ready. Shake it up a little. Never rinse it off. Never, ever, ever. That's why when you eat in a diner sometimes and you order some pasta, you see liquid in the bottom of the bowl. It's because they have to dip it into hot water to get it hot, and they don't train it enough. Squirting some extra virgin olive oil on that. And now here we come. Okay, where's my little... We don't waste anything. I want every ounce of everything out of there. Let's give it a little mix. This is for myself and my wife. Yeah, if there were 3 skinny people wanting to have this, it's enough. But not for us. I think that looks great. Enjoy.